Yes, good evening, teacher. And that is the PPT which I made. Firstly, is introduction. And as an introduction, I have mentioned that firstly about the sustainability. Like, what is sustainability? As I mentioned, sustainability an important business element which help companies to overcome extra waste and also help in financial stabilities. And in the business associated with serving food to clients, as a, important to lower food cost ratio and cost control wastage of food. Although some companies wastage of food by client do not result in financial losses, however, it results in sustainability issues. In this aspect, mm, if amount of food is prepared according to the required client, then food costing ratio will be reduced, and that is introduction for seeds and solvents company. As mm, that is the scenario which are given in the instructions. And seed and solvents is facing the issue of sustainability as it is able to control wastage. Moreover, business of seeds and solvents is mainly dependent on corporate clients like the Sigma Group. Hence, there could be a financial risk for the company if such clients stop taking services from the company. From the case study, it has been identified that service of seeds and sonnets is kept closed during July and August, since seeds and sonnets does not provide catering services to off-site clients. Hence, in this period, it failed to incur any revenue. After that is baseline. The data collected from seeds and sonnets show that the total wastage is being significantly high for the catering companies, like seeds and insurance companies. Okay, and this means that none of the company has given importance on food waste management, for which they have not been able to incur higher benefit from their services. Guest count for seed and sonnets significantly in June as compared to no, sorry, in July as compared to June. In June, every guest count was 1650, and but in July, it became 730. So it reduced by approximately half. So there was a big effect on the company. However, the problem is that total kilogram of food for guests in 2 months almost remained same. Like the wastage for the food and the production of the food was approximately same, like for half of the guests, they have to prepare food, they have to prepare the same amount of food. So baseline mean, and in June it was 0.574 kilogram per guest, and in July it is 0.510 kilogram per guest. And these data reveals that the seed and sonnets is facing issue of food waste management. Seeds and sonnets have not given important sorry importance on reducing food preparations and ensure poor kitchen management system of the company. And if this problem continues for long, then seed and sonnets will face sustainability issues and can even face financial losses in the future. After that is there is a benchmarking, like in the case of seeds and sonnets, it can be seen that bakery and vegetables, dairy products have incurred most waste. So that's why, however, there are products which can be refrigerated and preserved and can be used later. So which means that company can reduce the waste from that products like vegetable and bakery, because that can preserve. So it's clear that seeds and sonnets have failed to evaluate the need for controlling waste of preserving these atoms. For example, in case of Sigmund and Freud catering, storage loss has been only 3%. In case of other companies, storage losses have been minimal. After that, for seed and sonnets, storage loss has been approximately 7%. Those, it is clear that seeds and sonnets have not been able to implement some control in shorter losses. And this is happening mainly due to lack of effective management in the kitchen services because they did not put an eagle eye on their activities like in the kitchen services. Buffet waste in case of seeds and sonnets is higher than industry average. So the energy average of Buffett leftover is 45%, and for seasons on it is 58 in the CIBS center. And after that is recommendations through which seeds and soils can reduce their waste material from the food preparations. Like as I mentioned, that first recommendation is food safety and waste management. Food safety and waste is an important aspect for catering businesses going to expect to consume seafood. In this process, seeds and sonnets need to follow the Health Protection and Promotional Act of HPPA of Ontario in the aim to ensure food safety, and food waste management regulation of Government of Ontario also need to follow to ensure that food served to the client is not wasted. In case of serving food in the event of the Sigma group, seeds and sonnets need to ensure that the amount of food is prepared according to the number of clients who would attend the event. And recommendation for seed and sonnets in this way, benefit cost ratio of seed and sonnets can be increased. This is mainly because with the food waste management, there will be a provision for seed and sonnets to cook lesser amount of food. And however, to make this possible, seed and sonnets will also have to seek support from the Sigma group as these clients need to make the organization aware of exactly requirements of food. In this case, when some guests cancel on turning up in the evening, food is wasted. In this way, the cost of foods prepared would be reduced, and thus more benefits can be inferred from food costing. They show that sustainability issues in waste management to make this sustainable one. Seed and sonnets should not waste their food items rather than adding to food items to the local charities so the poor people can feed. After that is action plan for the first recommendation. There is financial elements for metrics like BCR. By reducing amount of food preparation for events, cost of food preparation can be reduced and more benefits can be occurred. And rate of returns, like it is expected that there will be at least 15% more returns with this provision compared to the current situation. And playback period would be 1 year maximum. And there will be a positive impact in the triple bottom line as cost of services will be reduced, and so as time of food preparation, hence scope of benefits will increase for students on Earth. The best part is that there will be no additional cost to implement any sustainability factor, and therefore the strategy will be financially beneficial for the company. After that is second recommendation, service to offsite events. And that's second recommendation that students on a company can implement in their activities. Since students on it is more dependent on business clients, hence it cannot generate profit when there are no contract of events in some seasons. For example, in July and August, the service of students on it remain closed. So seeds and sonnets does not generate revenue in these months. And if the company focuses on the providing services to the offsite clients in these months, then there will be a flow of one throughout the year. In these seasons, service can be given to a different offsite events like weddings. Though these events, return on investment will be quickly and the financial sustainability can be maintained through the year. And it will be a profitable option for seed and sonnets, which can be explored for better outcome of business. The experiment will be based on 3 supporting financial metrics. The aim will be drive those metrics at first as per the given recommendation. And that is action plan for the second one. That is, if we talk about BCR, by hosting catering services in more events, benefits will become at least 50% more from the current situation. And for ROI, it is expected that there will be at least 20% more returns with this provision compared to the current situation. And payback period should be 6 months maximum, as that is explained in a diagram like that. The cost of implementing these services in the initial states could be around 2000 to 2500, mainly for buying additional resources and for marketing. And time for services, those would increase. However, the scope of benefits will increase when more clients and with the scope of generating revenue throughout the year. And it will be a profitable strategy for the company. And after that, there is a third recommendation: the preservation of food items. The action plan will be based on three supported financial metrics. The aim will be to drive those metrics at first as per the given recommendation. And in case of seed and sonnets, it can be seen that bakery, vegetable, and dairy products have incurred most waste. However, their products can be roughly preserved and can be used later. These products items rather than wasting can be preserved to use it later, like that. Like these three are different. Then that is matching to the upper part, and that is action plan. For the third recommendation, that is costing of implementing this service in the initial stage could be around 400 to 600, mainly for buying additional refrigerator and preservation equipments. Time for services would increase because these things take some time and energy and financial power. Like, however, scope of benefits will increase with more clients and with the scope of generating revenue throughout the year. Hence, it will be a profitable strategy for seeds and sonnets. All the three recommendations have made it clear that seeds and sonnets needs give importance on reducing waste by cooking lesser amount of food with the use of effective kitchen management. And this action plans those would be beneficial for the company if implemented with the proper plan with effective strategies to overcome the sustainability issues. And there is action plan. Firstly, if we talk about BCR, by using the heat and serve food items, benefits will be sorry become at last 30% more from the current situation. And for ROI, it is expected that there will be at least 20% more return with this provision compared to the current situation. Payback period and should be 1 year maximum. So in the final, there is conclusion. In this report, some recommendations have been provided for seed and sonnets to overcome the sustainability issues which have been assessed throughout the business case study. In this process, financial elements of the sustainability for seed and sonnets have been also included. The recommendation, baseline, and benchmarking have been evaluated by using data from the case study. An action plan for implementing each recommendation has been highlighted, and in the action plan, the focus was evaluated the triple bottom line so that the cost, time, and scope of all the three strategies could be measured. In the action plan, metrics have been highlighted for the three financial elements associated with the service of food, seed, and sonnets. And that's the referencing for my PowerPoint presentation. Thank you, teacher.